What's happening, folks? Hope everybody's been doing well. I'm happy because I see W's in the chat. Brandon coming through with W in the chat before I've even gone live. That was the goal, man. That's what I want to see. And Blake did it. Dina's also checking in. Good morning, everybody. Good to be here today. There's Tony. Tony, you did not have to end your live because of me, bro. I hope that was part of your plan anyway. Because Tony was like, okay, because Welty's going live, I'm going to end my live stream. And I was like, no. Good morning, Steve. Brandon said, that cut got a haircut. Yeah, I did. I really needed it. I had cut my hair, and I had Allison help me cut my hair several times just because I try to save a little. That's another advantage of wearing the hat is you don't have to haircut that often, but everyone, like, probably 2 or 3 times in between professional haircuts, I will trim it up myself because I don't like it on my neck. I don't like it on my ears too much. And man, it gets thick. A lot of people think, I've had people in my personal life that have known me for years, but they really have never seen me without a hat. And they think I'm like thin up here. They think I'm like balding. What's up, Andrew? We got Andrew in the chat. Y'all will be seeing Andrew pretty soon in a video later this week. Yeah, a lot of people think I'm like balding up here, but I swear I'm not. I actually got this haircut. I played basketball with Andrew. And I actually took my hat off because I just got cut. So Andrew has seen it. But yeah, it actually gets really thick. So in between haircuts, I will just take a pair of kitchen shears and grab my hair and chop it. And so when I go to when I go to Great Clips to get it professionally cut, I tell them ahead of time, hey, I really don't care. Like, listen, I don't care if it looks good after we're done here. I just need it shorter and like thinned out. I'm going to wear a hat anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm like, no, there's no pressure on this haircut at all. And I tell them, like, and I know I'm not making it easy on you because I know you as a professional. You can tell that I chopped my own hair a couple times. I know you can tell. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Andrew said he showed off the fresh cut. Tony says, I'm gonna set up the studio I've been using for the long forms. Just don't have the ability to maintain connection to YouTube. Tony also says, it's Welty, not Baltimore. He copied me. Now he's more driven. Are you serious? Tony says, what's the deal? When his baby is here, will he change it? No way, it's more driven now? I gotta see it for myself, man. I get all of my more finance news from y'all. I think y'all know that at this point. So, more driven, wow. Why would he do that? Yeah, one thing about my channel is the channel name is never going to change, ever, in the history. I might have like a secondary channel here or there, or or Allison might. So I might be involved in another channel in some fashion. But this channel's name will never change. Brandon says, Tony, you might as well change your name. The Driven name is now tarnished forever. Dina says, well, I had my friend, whom also is a gig worker, fly up to Michigan to drive back to Texas with me, and I put your CD on. She loved the CD. We laughed so hard when Miserable Clown came on. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Miserable Clown. I think I liked my writing on that one. Probably could have been performed better by somebody who's a better singer than me. And I get comments, I'm getting consistent comments about, actually, hold up. I need to figure out. Let me look at the GPS. Yeah. I'm getting comments like, dude, the audio quality on this isn't good enough for like professional. Dude, the singing is not good enough to make the radio. I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's a first project, man. Especially getting a comment like that under acceptance rate. Man, if you listen to that and you didn't understand that it's about the message, man. That song's about the message. I could, maybe that should be my thing. I don't know. I look at kind of the stuff that I put on YouTube and I'm like, you know what? Someday, maybe your boy's going to get discovered. Because what I want y'all to do this weekend is I want you to watch the Super Bowl commercials and think about Welty. I want y'all to look at the BS commercials that these people get paid to write and think about Welty and tell me if Welty's a little bit more creative and a little bit better writer than that and a little bit funnier. I'm in all seriousness. So I put this stuff up on YouTube so that maybe one day somebody asks me to write something for them. Because I think I'm a little decent at it. But until then, until Justin Bieber needs me to write lyrics for him, I have to write them for myself. And so, yeah, the singing's not going to be great. But I'm going to do my best. Brandon says, you're the Weird Al Yankovic of GigTube. I can't wait for the movie, dude. I'm going to have to... Is that movie out yet? I don't know if that's a movie that I'm willing to pay for, but I am willing to watch it. I'm willing to spend my time watching it. But I don't know if I'm going to drop money on it. Appreciate having you back in the chat, Blake. It's been a minute. It's not your fault. I just haven't been live a lot. It's my fault. Speaking of, I know Blake wants a little bit of basketball talk. So before I get into the topics that I had planned for today, yesterday the Lakers came into Charlotte. So we had LeBron and AD playing. Neither of them sat. Everybody played. Reeves played. Russell played. Had a really good game. I think Anthony Davis triple-doubled in Charlotte. LeBron had a decent game. It was a relatively entertaining game. We kept it somewhat close to the end. Right at the end, right when you thought the game was kind of getting away, Brandon Miller, by the way, Brandon Miller is the real deal and has been unbelievable. He hit a couple, he hit a big three late. Miles Bridges hit a big and one late. Miles Bridges set a career high. So it was a big time game to go to. I sold that one, obviously. Honestly, because partly the fear is if I don't sell this ticket months beforehand, LeBron might play. That's the fear, right? LeBron might play. But he's been pretty decent about playing in Charlotte through his career, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I profited. So I returned my entire cost for the game plus a profit of $388 yesterday over 2 tickets. Almost $200 per ticket. And that's big time. And the Warriors ticket is supposed to do even better for me. I think it hasn't sold yet. Last time I checked, it hadn't sold. But yeah, good game. Keeping it close. Because that's the other fear is, okay, maybe LeBron even plays, but they blow us out. We've been getting blowed out. We've been getting blown out a lot. And so then you fear like, oh, maybe LeBron's not going to play in the entire fourth quarter, but he did. He played down to the wire. Brandon says, I wish the Hornets would have included you in the Terry Rozier deal. To Miami, you could be a part owner of Miami. Come down there and DoorDash with you, huh? Oh, that's an exit? How do you get in there? I don't think I've ever accepted an order from this restaurant. Y'all have been so... Hey, what's up, Chris? I'm just seeing you in the chat, Chris. Y'all have been so active today in the chat. I haven't even shown y'all what order I'm picking up. I've never been here in my life before. Oh, that... Man.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, I've got your Grubhub for Kristen.
All right, give me just a second.
This place is called Hot Dog Depot.
There you are.
Thank you. That's everything?
You too.
I guess so. This is what we're looking at for the first order of the day. 1426, 12 and a half miles. Kind of a weird order for me to accept, I know. It's a heavy mileage, but these days I'm finding at least it comes back. So I had to go farther to pick this up than we're going to have to go to come back. So it takes me back in the direction that I came from. Which is also weird because you would think there would be another Grubhubber closer. Because I was like 7 miles away from Home Depot. I was like 7 miles away from Hot Dog Depot, and they still sent me that order. But these days, if I can get a $14 order and it's 12 miles, I'm going to have to do it. That's just how it's been. The other thing is, crap. Grubhub's not cooperating with me right now. There we go. We're good. All right, we're good now. The other thing is, I'm actually using this live stream as this live stream is part of a video. Excuse me. This live stream is part of a video that's being recorded and edited today. I'm doing one of my gambling challenges. All money made today is going to go be gambled at the casino tonight. on the roulette wheel. So I could be working now. There's a chance of that. There's a good chance of that. But last time I did this, I think I did this video a year or two ago. So we're doing take 2. And last time I did the roulette video, I ran up a $75 balance to like over $200. So hopefully I can do something similar today. What's up, Jehu? Andrew said I got to hop off class time. See you, Andrew. I'll see you later. Yeah, dude, this $14 right here, we're going to need it tonight. They put it on red or something. I've got plenty. I know I got to catch up on the chat. It's been so long, I don't want to miss any comments today. Brandon said More Finance wanted a fresh name to scam with. More Finance scam is all over Reddit. More Driven is not on Reddit. That's an interesting theory, and actually, I mean, he might have. Brandon might be saying that as a joke, but that might not actually be a joke. That might actually be what's going on. Who knows? I mean, seriously, in all seriousness. So, yeah, that's why I often use his name, Blake Moore, because he can't really run away from the name Blake Moore. Dang, man, I need to figure out. See, Dina was like, "Oh, I played your mixtape for my friend in the car. I need to figure out how to get like, I don't know what they call that, residuals. Could you call that a residual? How can I need to get some sort of credit for, people listening to the mixtape that somebody else paid for." I'm kidding. Show everybody the mixtape. If you think the mixtape's good, play it. You can like put it in your videos. I will never flag my songs. Don't use my parodies, because oftentimes the artists' songs that I parodied, they will flag the song for copyright. But if you're using one of my originals, I'm not going to flag it. You can use it for free. Everybody who's a content creator, use it. If you want to cover my songs for some weird reason, cover it. If you want to, maybe Tremaine's watching. Tremaine, put a Welty song in a movie. If you have my permission. I was just telling Allison that like 2 or 3 days ago that I want to go down to Miami. But I wouldn't want to be traded down there. I don't know if I can afford the Miami Heat season tickets. I think part of the reason that I've been able to do what I've done is because the Hornets suck so bad. I think we might be the least expensive season tickets in the entire league. I think I got an email about that the other day from the Hornets. They were like, "Hey, just so y'all know, we're the most affordable season tickets around, like in any professional sport. That's true, but at least in the NBA, I think they might be the cheapest that it gets. Which is good because y'all know I don't make that much money. Brandon said you should make a Uberlift Phoenix song and name it Snitch. Man, I don't really know about what all's going on. I've seen him kind of like playing into it though. He's like okay being called a snitch or whatever. He's fine with it. I've seen something about him and Pedro arguing about immigrants or migrants. Well, I've heard him and Pedro arguing about migrants. I don't really know what all's going on. Brandon said, way to use the hot bag. Benj would be proud. Let's see. We started the live stream 21 minutes ago. We're going to make our delivery. Okay, so we're doing good. We're going to make $14 in the first half hour of the live stream. It took 12 miles to do it, but at least we did it. Yeah, dude, especially when I'm filming a video and I got to take some money to the casino. I'm not going to focus as hard on dollar per mile today as I usually do. If it's high mileage, over $10, at least $1 per mile, like $1 per mile, $10, like 9 miles. I'm still probably going to do it because I need the $10. It's really, really, really hard to win on these casino trips on a small budget, and it's like not worth it to go. I've got a little bit of a drive to even get over there. So like even last time, I think I had $75 to start with last time we did the roulette video, and that was like not enough. I know it worked out, but we got lucky. I would like to have more than 75 to work with today. Because that, like, if you only have $75, that means you've got to win immediately. Not a lot of room for error there. Yeah, I'm going to need some sort of a history lesson on what's going on with Errand, Uberlift Phoenix. Yeah, speaking of my songs and the mixtape, I don't know if y'all heard, but Ben Shapiro dropped a rap song, and it went #1 globally. So I want to talk about that next. Let's make this money.
Thank you. Yeah, that's me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day.
This person here always tips well. always, you never have to wait on them. They always come out of it, like right when you pull up. Shout out to Kristen. I deliver to that person quite a bit because I only deliver to the good tippers. So a lot of times that means I'm getting a lot of repeat clients. I actually did a no-tip order last night on accident. Well, not really on accident, but it was one of those cash on delivery ones. And yeah, it $5 base pay, 4 miles. So I was still above $1 per mile. And it was on the way home from my shift. So I decided to do it at the end. And I was just crossing my fingers for a cash tip. And the total was $29.39. And they handed me $30 and asked for the 61 cents. So I had to get my wallet and pull out 61 cents and hand it to them. What's up? Where's your next in the building? What's happening? We need more content. We need more content, my friend. I'm still waiting on podcast number 2. Waiting on podcast guest number 2. What do we have going on? We got some Super Bowl talk going. We can do some Super Bowl talk too. I just wanted to mention that Ben Shapiro, in his debut rap, went out there and set a world, went number 1 worldwide. And I was like, man, why can't Errand Boy do that? Crap. It's coming good. There you go. There's a little tease for the Where's Your Next YouTube channel. Y'all go subscribe if you haven't. But y'all probably already have. Y'all know Where's Your Next is a good friend of the channel. Brandon says, you've got wealthy privilege. The ability to sacrifice your daily earnings to gambling without repercussion. Oh, there's not. It's not that there's not repercussions. It's real. I'm not making it up. If I lose $75 tonight, if I make $75 today, drive to the casino and lose it all, what actually happens is I lose more than $75 because that's quite a bit of gas money. That'll probably burn 10. I'll probably burn $10 or $15 in gas today. Anyway, yeah, there's repercussions, man. It's real. I lose the money if I lose. I would like to, I'm not going to lie. One of the reasons why I do that as an entire, sort of side category of side niche of, in terms of scratch off tickets, gambling here and there. I talk about sports betting quite a bit, and I will more and more because I found a new app that I like. One of the reasons is because there's these wow, dude, $4.25 for 9 miles, Applebee's. Anyway, these online gambling websites will subsidize influencers with a large following, so they will give the influencer the account balance, and then that person can gamble with it at no cost to themselves. And I would like to reach that point. That's one of my goals here. Not gonna lie, That's a brand deal that I would like. I'm going to need y'all's help though. 1,500 followers isn't going to do it. That's literally $6 for 12 miles a stack pickup. Look at that. $6 for 12 miles and it's a stack. There are some just pathetic orders out here these days, man. Chris says, I hope you have better luck than your scratch-off tickets. It's been a little bit rough on the scratch-off tickets, man. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. It's been a little rough. Target shop and pay less than $5. I mean, I know it's a 0.8 mile order, but come on now. I mean, we can't be doing that. To have to get out of the car, go into Target, find 4 items, and go check out for $4? No, thank you. Dina says, sometimes you win. Sadly, most of the time you lose. Sorry. Yeah, on the scratch-offs, yeah. Yeah, listen, gambling videos, I think I've put a playlist on YouTube. You can go to playlists, and there's one called Gambling, I think. And you can see the times that I've bet my entire day's earnings on different things. I've done twice on scratch-offs. $4, 8.3 miles. Can't do it. It's not even cash on delivery either. Scratch-offs twice. I bet everything on the Hornets once. That lost too. I did blackjack once. Roulette once. That might be it. I guess I lost $1,000 on a video too one time. So yeah, I guess overall I'm losing.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, what can we get started for you, hon? Just to let you know, honey, if you're going to get a drink, only have tea, orange juice, and the freezies.
You got water, like ice water?
No.
You don't have water?
Not in the fountain, no. Not right now. We're waiting on Pepsi to show up.
Do y'all have a sink back there?
Do we have what?
Y'all have a sink and like ice?
No, we don't have any ice either right now.
Oh, okay. Not a problem. So what do you have?
We got sweet tea, we got orange juice, and the slushies. Like Baja Blast, strawberry, and blue raspberry.
All right. I'll do that blue raspberry slushy. And I'll do your loaded beef nacho and a spicy potato soft taco, please.
Okay, what was the first item you said, sir? I'm sorry.
You said something about a blue raspberry slushy?
Okay.
I can do that.
All right. What else for you, hon?
That's it.
Everything looks correct?
Yeah, that's a lot to pay when I just wanted a water, though, but...
I got you. Pull forward.
All right, thank you. Yeah, dude, if you can't offer water, make the slushy free, man.
Hello.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Got it.
It's a small, too. So I just paid $8 for lunch, and this little small slushie is half the cost. This was about $4, and the food was $4 because they don't have a water. I just wanted a free water, man. Thank you. I'll try. Taco Bell, man. I feel like Taco Bell owes me money. All of the times. A couple times ago, I drove to Taco Bell. I picked up food for Allison and I, and I got home. I drove all the way home and realized they missed an item that was like $4. One of the $3 items. 3 and change plus tax. I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. I'm hungry. And I drove back, man. And the way I think it should work, if that happens, they should give you a coupon for free food the next time. But they gave me nothing. Brandon just got a DoorDash ad. Nice. Yeah, DoorDash owes me money too. Man, oh man. Oh, dude, I forgot I never put Uber Eats on because I didn't take a picture of myself. There we go. Now we've got one more app to work with. Chris says, how much money do you have on the Super Bowl? Right now, none. That will change, though. We will certainly be betting on the Super Bowl. Blake says, Chiefs money line for the win. Where's your next? Says, go Brock Purdy. All I know is I clipped this last night. I was like, dude, imagine being drafted with the last pick overall, and then you become the starter for your team at quarterback, and then you take that team to the Super Bowl, and then you're asked this question in the media day before the Super Bowl.
If it comes down to it, Brock, and it's late in the fourth quarter, are you prepared to disappoint Taylor Swift? Yes.
Brock, are you prepared to disappoint Taylor Swift? I forgot to get sauces too, y'all. They you know what? That's on me for forgetting to ask for sauce, but they did not ask for sauce. They did not ask me for sauce. I'm going to have to go walk in for sauce after I had to pay $4 because they don't have a water. How do you not have a sink with water? I asked them that because I don't care. I'll drink sink water. I don't care. It's all the same water. I'm supposed to believe that they don't have a functioning sink right now? You know what I'm going to do, y'all? I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I'm going to see if that sink works. I'm going to see if this sink has any water in it. The bathroom has water. I need to know if I've got anybody watching that knows law. I need to know if I can sue over that. This is $4 I'm never going to get back. Unless we sue. Oh, man. No, I don't think I would sue, actually. One of my goals for life is to never end up in court. Yeah, that's a life goal, man. After growing up seeing what I saw, I'm not trying to, no. I'm the type of guy that I would country over like a parking ticket. I would just say, no, screw this, I'm out. Dina says, Welty, how long did you do gig work before you started multi-apping? It might have been a few weeks or months, maybe. I honestly can't remember. I know I did it, though. I know I did just DoorDash for a little while. And I was making more money in that time period doing just DoorDash than I currently am working 4 apps simultaneously, including DoorDash, which is a major cause for concern. There's another sub $3 order. If we wanted to, go to Dunkin' Donuts for some reason. That's the kind of thing that's, man. I don't even need ice. I would have been fine with her walking this cup over to the bathroom and filling it up with bathroom sink water to save me $4. I don't care. Are you kidding me, dude? Dina says, I'm so nervous I will mess up people's orders. Oh, multi-apping? No, man, it's not hard. And I mean, how often do I multi-app and I actually stack like that these days? That is a rarity now. Brandon says, I'm pretty sure a restaurant cannot be open legally without running water. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're waiting on Pepsi for water? Shut the hell up with that BS. You're waiting on Pepsi for water. You're waiting on Pepsi for ice. Well, you don't have any ice trays? It's called fill up an ice tray with bathroom water, put it in the freezer for like an hour, Now you have ice. Man, that's... Allison tells me I let little things like early in my like ruin my day. But it's like I don't see it as a little thing. I see that as a complete injustice to the American people. Oh man. There's two easy solutions. Use the bathroom water, especially if somebody asks. If somebody's going out of their way to ask, do you have a sink? I want a water. They clearly don't care if it's kitchen water, bathroom water, it's just water. It's all the same water. Number two, if you are not going to serve water, this right here has got to be free. Then we're good. If you're not going to charge me for this, I'm not going to complain. Brandon said, like Pepsi's delivering the water syrup. Yeah, exactly. Tony said, how can they make Pepsi without water? Man, that's the problem, man. I know like half the people that watch me think I'm just being funny or like it's just a joke or a shtick. I'm not joking, dude. I'm legitimately pissed about that. And like that's the kind of thing that I will start a generational beef with Taco Bell over that. Hidden Scratch Frenzy in the chat. What's up? Hope everyone is having a blessed day. You as well. Good luck to you whenever you scratch next. That is the first comment right there. I was talking about that the last time I went live. That's the first comment we've had from our scratch off friends. Brennan said, did you see that crazy stat that no first-round Alabama player has been on a winning Super Bowl team? I did see that. Yep, I saw that. Weird. Brennan also says, Dasher Bench calling Taco Bell. How dare you tell my good friend Ryan there is no water when there was? Yeah, the Taco Bell just gets a call from like an area code out west. A Texas area code. Like, who the frick is this? See you, Dina. Thank you for checking in. Good luck with the car. See, this right here, y'all, is why I took that $14 order. Because I think we're going to experience multiple droughts today. Yep. I think we're going to go through multiple periods of 30 to 90 minutes without an order. That's the way it's been. What's up, Giggity? What else was I going to talk about today on the thumbnail? What else did I put up in the thumbnail? The Hodge twins, y'all. Who is it that is it Giggity who's a fan of the Hodge twins? I think we've talked about that before. Am I really about to do this? There's no way, right? Y'all let me know. Are we doing this these days? $4 for a mile and a half? I almost think we're doing this these days. Accept it because we're right here at we're sitting across the street from the McDonald's. Brennan said you can do better. Yeah, golly, dude. I've got to have some money to work with tonight, though. I can't, like... The dollar per mile works out on this. Hopefully, McDonald's isn't screwing around today. And we can get in and out and get this done in, like... Well, even if this takes 15 minutes, that's only $16 an hour. All right, it's 11:40. Let's get this done by 11:50. That'd be $24 an hour, right? It's going to come down to McDonald's. It's going to come down to whether or not they are prepared, if they've come to work today. Giggity says, I actually prefer toilet water. I like my cubes with a little flavor. I should have said that, like, in the drive-thru. Giggity says, now scratch-off channels are popping up in my timeline. Oh, man. It's a complicated parking lot over here at this McDonald's. Tony says, gonna test run this thing. All right, we'll see you later, Tony. Giggity, was it you who likes the Hodge twins? Brandon says you could either do 100 of these $4 orders or sell 2 tickets for Lakers Hornets. I know, man. I know. It's funny how money works, isn't it? It's funny. Might actually work out, y'all. Right when I walked in, I mean, I probably had to wait for like 2 seconds. I stood there for like 2 seconds, and then she came around the corner with that bag and put it up on the shelf. And I was like, does that happen to be one BF? And she was like, yeah. And so now we're on the way. So I think we're going to, oh yeah, dude, we're going to do it. We're going to get this done in the next 6 minutes. Where's your signal at, jackass? It's called a turn signal. Tony said one Bigfoot. I was thinking one boyfriend. They call BF boyfriend these days in the text messages. Tony's gonna see one of his daughter's phones one day, and it's gonna light up, and it's gonna say message from BF with a heart, and Tony's gonna think it's Bigfoot. No, Tony. No, Tony. She's dating now. That ain't Bigfoot, Tony. So Giggity, yeah. Giggity says yes, indeed. He likes the Hodgetwins. Yeah, so they started a podcast. They started a new podcast, a YouTube channel called Twins Pod. And where am I going here? Oh, it's that building right there. Yeah, man, Twins Pod on YouTube, and their first guest, episode 1. Guess who the guest was? None other than Vivek Ramaswamy. How about that? And I think it's so interesting. That's 3 people I've actually shaken hands with all 3 of those people. Both twins and Vivek. And I think that's the first time in my life that I've watched a podcast with 3 individuals that I've met all 3 of them. Yo, so we actually made that $4 in 8 minutes. 8 minutes it was. And that right there is why people tell me that I decline too many orders. They're like, dude, you got to do some of these $4 orders. I guess so. We're going to hang out back here in the shade. Brandon said this one barely covers your slushie. Yeah, man, it took 8 minutes to work for this. Ridiculous. No, but in all seriousness, I can go to QT and get a slushie for half the price that's double the size. The gas station slushies are twice as big as this. And they're like $1. Some places you can still get them for $1. But a lot of places are charging like $1.79 for stuff like that now. Yeah. Yeah, that was an L for Taco Bell and for me. Giggity said One Scratch channel has almost 200,000 subs with 2 million views. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I'm telling you, people will watch that stuff. Giggity says, was it both twins though? Could have tricked you. No, man, they were both there. I shook their hands consecutively. Blake says, do you still do Lyft at all? I have not had a Lyft incentive offered to me in months. So I haven't. But recently I've thought I'm going to have to, even without the incentive, maybe I might have to do it even without the incentive. I'm thinking about multiple ways of what I need to do here to pivot, because I don't know. I don't know if it's all economy based, that the gig economy has been so much less than it was. Like it's just not what it was even a year ago. A year ago, it wasn't what it was the year before. So it's kind of been falling off. And my plan for like working through that was, okay, by 2024, this is 3 years ago. My thought process 3 years ago was, by 2024, I'm going to be in a place on YouTube that I've not made it to yet. I'm not as far on YouTube as I thought I was going to be, which is fine. But it's definitely throwing a wrench in things. Making things harder on me in the having to make a decision about what we're going to do here. Because I don't know if what I need to do is pivot how I'm doing this, like we just did, accept more of the $4 orders, or if I need to look at doing something entirely different. Luckily, there's no rush. Allison and I, our monthly expenses are very, very low. And we've got money saved up. But it's not even like that matters, because even with me making less than I used to in the gig economy, we still make more than we need on a monthly basis. So thankfully, it's not a like necessity is not a factor in the decision I'm going to have to make. But I would like to do nicer vacations more often than I do them. There are still a few things. I'm not a materialistic person, but there are a few more things that I would like. I would like a hot tub. I would like the ability to afford kids if we decide to have kids, and like to check off the sort of my biggest goal, which has been to call myself a millionaire. I would like to do that. And it's just getting to a point right now where the progress is too slow for my comfort level, because gig work is so slow. So I'm having to consider, do I need to move in a different direction? .450, 5.2 miles out in the middle of nowhere. Y'all don't know my zone, but like out there where that house is, That's in the middle of nowhere. $2. Allison texted me, she did today's Wordle in 3 guesses. That's going to be very hard for me to beat. Let's go try the... Y'all can give me the first word again. Last time somebody gave me the word Trump. Last time I was live. So let's do this again. Give me a 5-letter word in the chat, and I will use it. But all 5 letters have to be a different letter. Brandon said Biden. I'm not sure that that's going to work as a word. I will try it, though. I don't know if they're going to have that as a word, though. Blake said white. Okay, if Biden doesn't work as a word, we will try white. Yeah, not in the word list. So white is going to work. Look at that. It's actually $8, but we would have to go 16 miles. Is that North Carolina? No. Oh, that's close to North Carolina. Yeah, I'm not going to North Carolina for $8. Okay, let's try white. Are you kidding me, Blake? Are you kidding me? The first 3 letters were correct? What? What? Okay, now let's use our thinking caps now. I'm not going to look at the chat. Blake said no way. Hold up. I can't use y'all's help anymore other than the first word. That might be that same shop and pay that we turned down earlier. $4.50. Yeah, can't do it, man. Can't do it. Okay, so I've got a chance here to beat Allison. I've never done one of these Wordles in just 2 tries. W-H-I-R-L? Whirl? Could it be... W-H-I-N-D, is that a word? I don't even know. See, what most people don't know about me is I'm a really bad speller. I'm like actually a bad speller. W-H-I-N-D could be a word. W-H-I-R-L, that's whirl, right? Isn't W-H-I-F-F a word? Isn't that with? I don't like trying words where I use the same letter twice, though, because then I don't learn enough. W-H-I-P. Is that wipe? No, wipe is wipe doesn't have an H in it. I'm thinking my original guess whirl is probably it. Let's give it a whirl. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Freaking crap. I'm going to try WHIND. For some reason, that does not look right. That doesn't look... Let's give it a shot. Yeah, not a word. Oh, man. See, I look like an idiot when I play this game, dude. WHIND is not even a word. Is it whiff? Is it 2 F's? There's no way, right? Wipe? Did I say wipe? WHIPE? WHIPE. No, it can't be E. There's no E. There's no E in the word. It's gotta be wimp. It could be wimp, right? Or no, wimp is wimp. Does wimp have an H in it? I don't think so. I don't think wimp has an H. I'm gonna go with should we try whiff? That's not a word either. Dude. I have let Blake down big time. Big time. Holy crap. I mean, he absolutely set me up with a beauty. And I mean, you have to be freaking kidding me. Or I told y'all it wasn't white. I knew it wasn't white because there's no E. I knew it wasn't going to be wipe. Should we try wimp? Not a word. This game pisses me off. NG? Wing? WHING? Chicken wing with an H. Not a word. What? What is it? Which? Is it which? There's 2 H's. That's what I think it's going to be which. I hate when they put 2 H's in the same word. It's going to be which. That gets me every single time. I'm not even sure that should count as a win. When I tried like 5 different words that don't even exist. So I don't think that should count as a win. Giggity said which in the chat a long time ago. Golly, dude. Are you kidding me? It completely throws me off when they put the same letter in the word twice. Because in my head, I'm like, okay, forget about that letter. Oh, Blake, I'm sorry. That was so bad. That was so bad. No order, so we play Scrabble? That's Wordle. No, dude, that's the kind of thing, like, that's why I shouldn't do that on the internet. Because now if I ever run for public office, my running mate is going to find that video and clip it and like repost it and like, this is the idiot that y'all want to elect. And I won't have any I won't have any response for that. I'll just be like, you know what? Yeah, I mean, that, look at that idiot right there. Can't even play Wordle. Wow. $6.75, 10 miles in the wrong direction. Can't do it. Man, that was humiliating. What's up, Bobby? What's up, Bobby? Bobby, I don't know if it's just my fault for missing like live streams or if you stopped. Like, are you still walking? Are you still doing the walking live streams? It might be my YouTube algorithm stopped recommending it to me. Oh, you're not doing them? Okay. Yeah, I was going to say I've missed them for like weeks. Well, I hope all is well for you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Definitely I mean, sometimes it's better to not be on YouTube, especially if you're going to embarrass yourself and play Wordle. Don't do that on YouTube. I strongly recommend you don't play Wordle on YouTube. Giggity says Bobby went from being a snack to a treat. Bobby, is Walmart Spark still working for you? Because like, as you can tell, it's hard for me to make. I mean, we've made $18 in an hour and 20 minutes. It's hard for me to do much better than that these days. It's kind of what it's been. Bobby says, I've been doing a lot of Spark lately. Got a new car, so I've shifted to work. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I don't get it, man. I mean, I'm on Spark and I look at it and I'm in like two different zones. I go from zone to zone. And nothing. So hello, Dashing Across America. Thanks for checking in. See you, Bobby. Have a good one. 1 mile Uber. Man, I don't even know, dude. Because that's crap. I guess we're going to do this. I really think we're going to do this 550 for 3.4 miles. It's more like, that's probably more like, actually, no, that's not that bad because whatever they have me doing here, driving all around the parking lot, I'm not about to do all that. So this is probably more like a 3 mile offer. 550 for 3 miles. Show Mars. This used to be an order that I wouldn't take. I used to be like a $6 and above guy. But yeah, on a day like today, we're going to take the borderline ones. If I'm like on the fence about it, we're going to do it. You know what? It could be worse. At least it's February in South Carolina. I'm able to wear a t-shirt and shorts, and it feels great. I see some of these other gig tubers out here wearing like thick jackets, and it's like snowing. Oh, I'm gonna go through this light right here, boy. Oh yeah, I'm through there. Yeah, dude, I see some of these other gig tubers, and they're still dashing through the snow like it's Christmas. I'm out here and it's sunny, and I'm in a t-shirt. I like that. It's like tennis weather. Tennis right now. They have a spot over here. Oh, it's open too. Yes. They have a spot in the mall parking lot. There's only one. There's only one of them. But it says reserved parking for food delivery service only. And I assume they're talking about me. I assume that's for DoorDashers. Now that I actually say that out loud, I'm wondering if it's actually for trucks that come and unload stuff here. But the sign does not specify. And I'm food delivery service. What's it say? What's the sign say? Reserved parking food delivery service. I feel like I qualify for that. And it's crazy because this parking spot is like, it's closer to the front doors of the mall than handicap parking is. Gig sign should say reserved for Welty. No, what it shouldn't just say reserved for Welty. It should say reserved for Welty subscribers. It should be everybody. Like all of y'all should qualify for my parking space too. All right, we've got a 6-minute drive. Well, that's not bad either, I guess. Like, we've been getting lucky in the fact that these restaurants have had the food ready for me. And that's a big part of the game we play too, because we don't really influence that. That makes all the difference, man. I mean, you can go from $10 an hour doing this to $25 an hour doing this based solely on whether or not the restaurants in your area are on top of things. What's up, Ken? See, what is the nicest thing you bought yourself out of gig work? Oh man, it's got to be the car, right? It's got to be the Malibu, the 21 Malibu like a Cali vacation. I bought this car only because of gig work. Because I convinced myself that I wanted the Wi-Fi hotspot in here for the YouTube channel. So this is probably the fanciest thing I've ever bought myself. It's the second most expensive thing I've ever bought myself. Second only to the house that I live in. I bought my house before I started gig working, so I can't credit gig work for the house. What else is nice that I bought though that isn't like, let's say something that's not essential, because I needed a car. I didn't need this nice of a car, I guess, but I needed a car. And of course I need a house. Like, you gotta have a place to live. Let me think about what's the coolest non-essential thing I've bought myself. Probably just like experiences or travel. I feel like I do a decent amount of travel, road tripping. Some trips I've made for content, and others I haven't. Others I've just, left it for Allison and I to enjoy just ourselves. Comedy show, like, we've been more willing to spend on concerts and comedy shows recently. In the last year or so, I bought my first pair of basketball shoes ever. I think they're right here. I never had like actual basketball shoes before. I played a lot of basketball growing up, but I grew up like kind of poor. Not poor, but like poor enough that I couldn't afford basketball shoes. And so I would play basketball in like just regular shoes. And finally, at the age of 25 or 26, I bought basketball shoes. And that was a big deal to me. I've always loved basketball a lot. And I've always been pretty good at it just because I play a lot. And I played a lot growing up by myself. And so I'm like, well, I'm a lot better on defense now than I used to be. But defense is just an effort thing. Defense is just effort. Anybody can play defense. So, but like, yeah, dude, people definitely don't expect it from me by looking at me. But dude, I can score with the basketball. because I grew up just playing by myself in the yard. So I take every shot. I didn't have to take turns with anybody. It was just me. And it also meant if I miss, no one's there to rebound it for me, and it's going to roll down the street. And it's just going to roll and roll and roll. Meaning, hey, man, you better make the shot or else you're going to have to go chase the ball every time. So I got pretty darn good doing that. Interesting question, though. I appreciate the question. All right, I think we're here. Yep. Ken says, do you like the NBA? Do you just like the NBA only, or do you watch March Madness? Oh yeah, I watch some March Madness here and there. I really don't watch basketball before March Madness on the college side. There's been 2 years that I got into college basketball. 1 year was the year that I went to the College of Charleston. We actually had a decent basketball team. They made the tournament. And I would play basketball a lot when I wasn't in class. And all the time, like, those dudes on that team would be at the gym. So I would play with them. And it was really, really cool to meet them when I was 18 or 19 or whatever. And then to watch them actually make it to the tournament. The same guys that were hooping with me. I just thought that was so cool. So that whole year I was watching like every one of their games. I attended every single home game, all of them. And the other year that I got into college basketball was Zion Williamson's year. I thought that Duke team was like must-watch television, so I watched more than half of their games. Other than that, though, I just stick to March Madness itself. I'll never forget watching those guys make the tournament. And then we played Auburn University in the actual tournament, and we kept it close. And I felt that we got screwed over legitimately. And I'm sure those highlights are still on YouTube if you want to go look it up. College of Charleston versus Auburn. Watch the last few minutes of that and tell me that the refs weren't in it for Auburn. I was really upset about that. And I'm not usually one of these guys that says that the refs ruined it. But I don't know how you watch that and don't come away thinking that the refs took College of Charleston out of that. And it really upset me. Auburn is a good team. Yeah, and we almost had them, too. We almost had them. I think we had them. Also, Winthrop University, by the way, they're like quite often make the tournament. They've had some good teams over the years. So shout out to Winthrop. It's actually one of the reasons that Rock Hill has developed the way it has is because of the Winthrop men's basketball team making the tournament several times in a row. And maybe not recently. I don't know how they've done extremely recently, I think. But there was a period, there's been 2 or 3 different little runs that they've had over the last like 20 years that I've lived here. So at one point, Greg Marshall was coaching Winthrop basketball, and he took Winthrop to the tournament multiple seasons consecutively. And that money was spent on upgrading facilities here in Rock Hill on campus and whatnot. And like because of that, like other things were brought to our town as well, and they upgraded other things. And yeah, I credit Greg Marshall for a lot of the reason why Rock Hill has turned into what it is now. Oh man, I have no idea about like college basketball this year. I have no idea. I really don't follow it right now. Oh, let me update my live stream earnings. We got to add another $5 in here. We got to add another Lincoln. What up, Steve? What's happening? Working curry? Nice. Yeah, it's been another slow day over here for me. I have like dropped my standards a little bit for which orders I'm willing to do, and I've still only done $23. That's tough, man. That's tough. $2.13. Can't do it. Steve with the super chat. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that. Steve says, sometimes you got to plow a 4 to appreciate an 8. Daniel Tosh. I did a $4 DoorDash earlier for I think it was 1.3 miles. So yeah, next time I do one of those $4 for 1.3 mile orders, I'm gonna remember that right there. What a quote. That's much appreciated. I haven't even shared the news yet, Steve. For everybody watching, check us out. Steve's live stream. We might, I don't know if we're casting it or not. But yeah, man, I'll be on. Unfortunately, Steve won't be there, but I'll be on a panel with some of Steve's friends Thursday night. 2 days from today. Steve, I just read your text message too. I just read it. So Steve says, I did a dash yesterday where I saw more orders than I have in a while, but they all sucked. Oh yeah, we're going through it. So I mean, I've made a little bit of money today, but not like I used to make. And I've been showing all the orders that I've been showing the majority of the orders that I'm getting that I'm declining as well. There are some orders that are just, it's amazing that they even exist. It's amazing that any of them, like, who is doing these orders? I have seriously thought about accepting some of these orders, even though I know I'm gonna unassign them. I've thought about accepting the orders, that way I can see what the customer name is, driving to the restaurant where it's being picked up, and then unassigning the order and sitting in the restaurant and waiting until someone else comes to pick it up for the same person and recording it. And literally like interviewing that person or following them. I don't know how legal what I'm talking about is, but I've considered like interview them in the restaurant or follow them, because I'm trying to figure out who is doing this. Who is doing these? I want to meet the people that are doing this, and I want to figure out why and how. How is it sustainable? Steve said stalker. No, but in all seriousness, maybe I don't follow him, but I catch him in the parking lot or something and be like, what? Like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? There is a percentage of these orders that's rather significant. I would say at least 10%. Another order right there. There's at least 10% of DoorDashes, in my opinion, that's being nice, that you will lose money delivering. Forget the time commitment. I'm not even talking about the time commitment. That one's just too far. That one's just too far, man. I can't do that. Yeah, dude, you'll lose money. Earned by time, is that the argument? Earned by time, is that going to be that's going to be the argument, right? Well, I'm getting paid for the time. I'm getting paid more than you think I'm getting paid, because I'm not doing base pay. I'm doing earned by time. Man, I mean, more power to you, I guess. I don't get it, though. I don't get it. Yeah, my goal is to at least match the $75 that we took to the roulette wheel last time. So we're going to have a $52 dinner shift unless we can get one or two more before the end of lunch. It is 12:45 p.m. Eastern in my market right now. So I'm not going to run it too much longer. I'm hoping surely we can get at least one, right? Let's try to get one more, run this thing up to $30 for the lunch shift, and then I can make another 45 at dinner before I head to the casino. Steve said, I had a Tokyo Joe's offer delivering to an airport hotel 15 miles. Issue there is a Tokyo Joe's 2 blocks from the hotel. They wanted me to pick up in my hood and drive 15 miles with it. Wait, what? Let me reread this. I had a Tokyo Joe's offer delivering to an airport hotel. Issue there is the Tokyo Joe's 2 blocks from the hotel they wanted me to pick up in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see. So they wanted you to pick up from a restaurant that's not the closest restaurant to where the customer is. Yeah, I noticed that happening quite a bit. Usually that happens to me on Shop and Pays. It'll say, hey, go to this CVS, and it won't be the closest CVS to the person. Yeah, that's definitely an extreme example right there. But yeah, and I'm wondering to myself, like, what's going on with that? In the case of a Shop and Pay, I'm like, do they know something about the CVS inventory at the closer one? Does DoorDash already know that those items are not currently in stock at that location, and that's why they're sending me out of the way? Otherwise I don't get it. But I might be giving them too much credit for that, because I'm not sure that they're that on top of to know what the inventory is. What do we have going on today on YouTube? Anything else? Oh, Tony's back live again. We can go check in on Tony.
Expedia.
Live stream with the beard.
Setup where we were paid by miles and dollars per month. Yeah, Derek, you know what I'm talking about. So on another note, I hit over 9,000 on Uber. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, I went over 9,000 last week. And you know what I got? I got an email. Congratulations, you've made it to 9,000 trips. Go online and drive more. Oh, so that's all you really, you just want me to go online and drive at these low rates so I can get 9,000 more trips at less profits than the first 9,000? Time and distance was more profitable for sure. Yep. Plus, they can't like wiggle out of paying us what we should make for a trip. Now, whatever they're charging is another thing, but when we were first set up, we had our splits, you know, like I think mine was 73-27. Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine was 27% to them. And that was based off of what the customer paid. And we had a rate card of how much customers were being charged for trips. But if they don't want to charge the customer based off...
Steve says Dashing Across America and I are doing a podcast at 4 p.m. Eastern. I will be playing basketball at that moment. Unfortunately, that's my gym time right there, right? For like 3:30 to 4:30 or 5ish or 5:30, like, you know. But certainly in the 4 o'clock hour, I'll be playing basketball, getting my sweat in for the day. Yep. Man, it's hard to psych myself up anymore for these DoorDash lunch shifts that are about $10 an hour. We're up over 2 hours on the live stream now. We've made $23.76. Yeah, it's just hard to... It's been hard to get myself going, like, wanting to do it. Let's check what kind of basketball we got tonight. Oh, yeah, it's TNT night. What is it, Tuesday? Okay, yeah, so it's Mavs Nets. Please be good. Nope. Terrible. Can't do it. Bucks Suns tonight could be good. I'll probably tune in. On my way to the casino, I can watch that maybe. Heat Magic, underrated game. I'll watch that one too. Heat Magic. Should I give up on this zone and drive back to my primary zone? I could hope that we catch something on the way. I'll wait until 1 o'clock. How about that? We'll give it 5 more minutes here. There we go. 822.2. And we're already basically sitting here at the Panera. Now we're talking. Right when I was getting ready to move on, we get a decent little order to go do. Try and rescue the shift a little bit. That'll put us up over $30.
Turn right.
Come on now.
Turn left.
I can't do that. We still have the opportunity for Grubhub or DoorDash to come through and give me an order that takes me back up the interstate, because we're still going to stay down here doing this one. So we could, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we could try to run this up to close to $40 for the lunch shift. Maybe, if we're lucky. I had an okay dinner shift last night. It was okay. It was all right. If I can have a similar dinner shift tonight, then I'll have at least $75 to work with. All right, we've got a 6-minute drive, 2.2 miles. It'll be helpful if I make this green light up here. Oh yeah, we made it. Booyah. I'm gonna give y'all the street view for a little minute. See what I'm looking at. Brandon says, Welty, you really out here making $12 an hour? Yep. Sure enough. At least we're on a delivery right now. So, but yeah, that's been the struggle, man. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm not making it up. If I was still making 20 an hour with consistency, I wouldn't be talking about moving off of gig work. But Brandon says, at least you're owning it. Respect. I mean, what do I do other than, I mean, when you go live, what else is there to do other than own it? Unfortunately, I haven't been live less often because it's not a function of me not wanting to own it. It's a function of me not wanting to go out and do it. Because I'll tell myself like, oh man, I can go make 25 bucks in 2.5 hours, or I can use 2.5 hours another way. And oftentimes I feel like I can create better value elsewhere than on the road. Beyond the money that I just have to make in order to pay bills, again, isn't very much. So it's led to me not working very much at all. I don't know. So then I just like one of the ways that I was able to psych myself up to go out and do this today was design a video concept around it. It's a lot easier to work for $12 an hour when there's a chance that you're working for free anyway. So I'm willing to risk the money that I'm earning today. Meaning I'm actually willing to earn $0 today, and that's a result that I live with. Therefore, $12 an hour in that scenario isn't so bad. And maybe we'll get lucky and hit a couple numbers and I'll make $150 today and it'll be fine. Who knows where I'll end up at. I don't know, like I don't have a goal yet for what is going to happen tonight. I have no goal. I think this is where I'm supposed to be. Heck no. Heck no, it isn't. The GPS is wrong. The GPS is wrong.
Turn right on Princeton Road, then drop off on the right. Drop off on the right.
Yeah, it's this one right here. How's it going? Iced coffee latte. Oh shoot! You know what? I'm gonna go back and get it for you. All right. I'll bring it back. Yeah, no problem. That's on me. I'll be. Freaking Panera. Forgot the drink. Let me make sure I don't forget where I'm at here. I told him I'll go get it and bring it back to him. Golly, dude. Where are we at right now? Yeah. I hope they give it to me. I hope they give me the drink. That's on me too. I gotta check. Fucking Panera, dude. Fuck you, Panera. Fuck you. I hate Panera. I really hate Panera. Me and Panera have a problem. Excuse my language. I'm not playing games when I go in there. I'm not waiting. I'm going to say, hey, whatever order you're working on right now, shut that shit down. You're doing this right now. Right now. Iced cafe latte. Immediately. And there's nice people that sit in Panera, you know. I mean, they might be a little bit Finocchio, but they're still nice people. And hopefully I don't hurt anybody. Because people in there drinking their coffee, working on the computer quietly. I think there was some kids in there, probably some homeschool kids in there. And listen, I'm about to make some noise. I'm about to have to make some noise, so hopefully nobody gets scared. You got to do what you got to do, though. You know? I'm driving, that's an 4 miles extra. I'm driving an extra 4 miles over this. 4.5. Yeah, no. I appreciate the ideas, Brandon. All right, y'all, pray for me right here. Pray for me because I'm about to get loud. Oh, she had it ready too, bro. She had it ready. She knew I was coming back. Did I get an apology? Did I get an, hey, that's my bad, I'm sorry? No. Why? Because it's fucking Panera? They are so trash. Who of you watching me goes to Panera Bread as a customer? Cut it out. Stop it. What are you even doing? Have some self-respect. If you eat at Panera Bread, you have no self-respect. Man, I'm in a mood now where I'm beeping on other people's behalf. I will horn somebody on someone else's behalf. That person right there had the green light to turn left. There was somebody behind them. They were on their phone. They weren't budging. I'm just trying to go straight to the light. It's not even my turn yet. But I'm going to beep on the other person's behalf. That's the type of mood I'm in right now. And listen, that right there, the person that didn't beep on their own behalf, if you don't use it on your own behalf, you probably eat at Panera Bread. You probably buy Panera Bread gift cards for Christmas and give them to your family members. That's the type of person that doesn't beep for themselves. I bet old Uber Eats customer Rob doesn't even think I'm coming back. He probably thinks this kid is not coming back with my drink. He's not coming back. Yes, I am, Rob. It's called sacred honor. It's called doing the job right, man. Got nothing better to do anyway. It's not like I'm it's not like I unassigned myself from an order in order to have time to do this. Who cares? Got nothing else to do. All right, we're almost back, man. We're almost back. Here you are, Rob. Sorry for the wait, man.
Oh, it's all right.
They had it ready as soon as I walked in. It was sitting there. I was like, have a good one. Hopefully he doesn't pull my tip because of that. But he could. He definitely could. I'm going to pretend like we're going to get the anticipated tip, which would put us at $31.96. Brandon says, here I am drinking a Bud Light and eating a Panera Bread panini. Oh, man. Oh, Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis must like Panera Bread, huh? Speaking of comedians, man, I did that reaction video and it got a lot of views or whatever, a lot of comments. And, man, there's a lot of, like, comments roasting me. They're like, look at this soft DoorDasher right here, can't take a joke. They're like, man, you're crying. Quit crying about it. Take a joke. First of all, watch the video. I feel like you did. I feel like if you're commenting that, you didn't watch the video. Second of all, get some context on me before you comment on me. This show, we're all about the jokes on this channel, man. We're all the time joking. It's just funny when I see comments on YouTube. I'll see comments about things that I have firsthand knowledge. I just know for a fact certain things. And people will say things in opposition to that. And it's almost like there's no point in even arguing with people over certain stuff. Oh, we've got a big wreck over here. Big time wreck. Anyway, though, yeah, people will just say stuff in my comments that I know for a fact is incorrect. And but they fully believe it. Like, you can tell they fully believe it. And it's like, oh, okay. I forget. It's kind of amazing to me that there is probably at least 50% of the population out here is operating in a world, literally in a world that doesn't actually exist. The things that they think are happening aren't, like, they're not actually happening. And that's like scary, dude. I mean, I don't even know how we operate as humans. I don't know how things are even working. Because I mean, I guess thankfully, due to like how our economy works, thankfully due to how productivity works, for the most part, people specialize in something. So you don't have to know it all in order to serve a function and work a job and do it well. You don't have to know how everything else happens. But so I guess that's how we're still functioning. I guess that's how it works. Because otherwise, like, man, there's certain things that should be common knowledge. Like, just you can't even argue against it, and yet there still seems to be quite a few people that will argue against certain things. It is truly shocking. Brandon said, if you want to see a real joke, click the pinned comment. Brandon says over 50% of us are just part of a simulation. I don't know if it's that, or people are just like beyond stupid in a really concerning fashion. Because I remember thinking, like, even in school, where the primary objective was to basically like read something and critically think and then come up with a correct answer. Like people don't do school very successfully in the United States. Like people just don't do school very successfully, and school is kind of actually easy. School is actually easy. So take the fact that people don't actually do school well, and then add like 30 life where they don't read another book, because that's what happens. And then pretend like each of those people deserve a voice and know what they're talking about anything. That's what we do. we literally do that. So yeah, I mean, I have the hardest time trying to figure out, man, who is voting for Nikki Haley? Who is doing that? And then I just read comments on YouTube and I'm like, oh no. There's people that like, they're just not like, they're not with us. They're not. I don't know. I don't know if when we see and hear things, I'm actually to the point where on Sunday there's going to be a Super Bowl. There's going to be a Super Bowl on Sunday. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty sure that I'm correct about that. What I'm not sure is that everybody's watching the same game. I'm not sure everybody is like the Super Bowl that I'm about to watch is Chiefs 49ers, and Usher is going to be the halftime show. That's my understanding. I'm not sure that that's the same game everybody's watching, because out here you see people consume the same content, and it's like it's almost as if they watched something completely like they didn't even watch the same thing that you just watched, based off their interpretation, analysis, and opinion of it. And that's what sometimes makes me wonder if it is a simulation. I'm like, did God give us two different Super Bowls to watch? Or I'm sure it's more than that. I'm sure it's more than two. There's probably hundreds of different simulations. And different people are being given different simulations. Yet we are living simultaneously on the same planet. I don't know. I'm working on that theory right now. I'm still processing that one. I'm trying to figure out if it makes any sense. Because otherwise, I mean, that would explain a lot of things, wouldn't it? That would explain a lot. But I'm just telling you, dude. I mean, I hear Vivek Ramaswamy or Donald Trump say one thing. I hear him say one thing direct and in pretty straightforward English. Like they communicate pretty well. It's pretty clear what they said. And there's all kinds of people that just didn't, it's like they didn't even hear what was just said. Or they thought something else was said, or I don't know what happened, but they just didn't hear it the same way I did or something. I don't know. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt and just not call them stupid. What's up, Sean? What's up, Sean? Welcome to the chat right as I'm about to end it. Yeah, I'm not gonna give it any more time. I'm gonna have to have a good dinner shift. Good $50 dinner shift or so, hopefully. I don't know. I can't force it to happen. I can't make people order DoorDash. I can't make them do it. So yeah. Anyway, that's the end of my rambling. Should we call this a successful shift or a failed shift or what? I enjoyed it. I had a good time out here for the most part. But yeah, I'm probably gonna need to like. You know what? Maybe what I should do is go work at Panera Bread. I'd probably get paid more, and their service would be better. See if you got my text. All right, I'm about to get off the live stream here. So y'all have a good rest of the day. I will see you next time at Panera Bread.